Hi everyone, it's Killshot. And I gave you this Play Dead Live Crossfire VOX versus SLY. We're doing it dead wedding style. You guys saw this Monday night. A brand new style of game where we can block out certain legendaries that will not be played. And you're going to see that in full effect tonight. But before we get too far into it, we got a little business we got to take care of. I see the super chats already started. Some of the super chats, yeah, we got Bones in the house. Let's do this SLY and VOX. We got Valar, hello, 99 Army Kills Great Minds channel members. You know we do trivia. You know we do burn coin. You know that we got a portal coming up. But then Valar double dipped there and said, happy birthday, Justice. Many blessings, hon. Hope you enjoy it. Kel, also doubling down there. Happy birthday, Justice. You guys know. You know what birthdays are about at Play Dead Live. It really is about that birthday box. Even though we sell out our box events, we got to show a little love to the man of the hour. Justice, hopefully you are having a wonderful, wonderful birthday and many, many more to come. You've been a big, big addition to the game, and thank you so much for being here, and hopefully you get an amazing birthday box. Because there we go. Boom. Bones coming back strong. Happy birthday, Justice. And certainly, we appreciate you being a part of the game, and enjoy it. Get a lot of good legendaries. We hope so. All right. So, without further ado, everybody, let's talk a little bit about the standings and kind of what this means. So we're in the final 3 games of the first half. And there's 2 different things at work here. One, these matches go into your overall standings. You can see we got Ark at 21-8. We got VOX with a 1-game lead over Mirror, so this game's important tonight. We got SLY starting to make a move. And then we got 2 games next week, which are Red Wedding. And then after those 2 games, we go into the middies, the Midway Awards. And after we do the Midway Awards, we got a pet battle that Thursday night in prime time. And then the following week, all these numbers will reset. So they will reset after the Midway Awards. Now, you might be saying, hey, we played great the first half. You might be saying, we didn't play that great. But these rankings are preserved. So they go to the side. And then we reset at 0-0 to start to build for the second half. Now, first half of the season plus second half of the season equals the seedings for the tournament at the end of the season. But remember, when we reset the second half, you're going to be working for seedings for the Asylum, which will be the next tournament that we're going to do in a couple of months. So that way, if you're a little bit behind, you can start fresh and start to make your way back up to standing. So it is an amazing system for the totality of the season. It gives everybody a chance to work on their rankings and start over for the second half. All right, and the same thing's going to happen with the PCP Awards. We will have second half PCP Awards. So if you want to make a run in a different category, you're going to get the opportunity to do that as well. So you can see tonight we got the standings up there. We've got VOX and SLY, and then February 5th, Mirror SLY, February 7th, Ark traveling to Team VOX. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Let's take you down to the PCP points. Look at these PCP points and keep these in mind as we get ready for the Midi Awards and also the Max Awards at the end of the season. Because there's some strong players up there making a move in different categories. Some diversify, some, like to rock old category. The Bomber of the Year, and this isn't the only thing that goes into play for Bomber of the Year, but this is a big factor of it. Dow with 11. Then we got Julian Jim tied at 10. I'm sorry, Julian Villar tied at 10. Jim and Deadly Dimes at 6. Take you over to the DZ, the captain at 20. Crimson Tide at 13. Range Rover, Julia and Dimes, sub award. That is the wave award. It's only when you get a wave. So JJ, 17, Cat 11. Cannonball, Justice, 22-17. Can he hold on for the whole season? Got a 5 Cannonball lead on Craven. Golden Orb, Justice with 11, B-Dub with 7. Look at Shaman Sheila jumping into the lead over the Animal, 19-18. It is close. Ron with the Ruffled Feather, 9 of them. But Moonshot moved up the list. He's at 3. Stealth Bomber, Ron and JJ. White Flags, Ron, and again, Moonshot moved into 2nd because he got the surrender the other day. So, still a ways to go to catch Ron, but separate himself from the rest of the pack. The Watchtower, 9 award, we got JJ. Craven coming in 2nd. Craven, you're in 2nd in a lot of these awards. It's like, everywhere you look, Craven's like 2nd or 3rd, right? And we got Strawman, Craven and Crimson Tide. Vehicle Theft, Ron. And here's something Craven's not in 2nd. The Bullseye, Craven with 7 Bullseye awards. So, good stuff with that. All right. Here's what we got for you guys tonight. There is no bundle tonight. We are going to do a roll to give away, and then we might actually start 5 minutes early. So we get an early start, get the lineups announced. We got a great game in store for you guys, but there's no gear bundle tonight. We got a box event on Saturday, and I guarantee you there's going to be some people that are going to be messaging about a Super Bomber next week because it will be February next week. So they're going to want to restock, replenish, and we're a couple weeks away from starting to merge that data from the enterprise software that I use now into the portal. So a lot of what we're going to be doing is going to be transitioning in the month of February. I see Unforeseen in the house. Good luck, guys. Have fun. Don't blow. I think you probably mean blow yourself up. I'd like to insert a word, please. I'd like to insert a word in that super chat. Yeah. I'm. Whatever you do, don't do what she just said. So yeah, thank you everybody. Appreciate that. And as the great Unforeseen says, don't blow yourself. It's like and it's going to be a wild one, everybody. It's going to be a wild one. All right. Let's do me a favor. If you are Team Arc or you are Team Mir, give me a number from 1 to 20. We got to give away some packs, y'all. Woo! Oh, Amanda certainly brightens up the day for sure. All right, looks like we got, all right, going once, going twice, here it is. Everybody had time. Die roll incoming. I mean, free packs, y'all. You can't beat free packs. Up, and look, I got to refresh. I always have to refresh the first time we load the software for that night. The drama builds. All right, here we go. Let's do it again. All right. It is 14. Look at B-Dub bringing it. Bring that pack home, B-Dub. Lucky number 14. We didn't have to roll like 10 times tonight. Congratulations, B-Dub. Kel, put her on the list. And I think we'll be able to kick this thing off a little bit early. Let's do it. All right, if you are Craven, Ocean Man, Dimes, Bones, Cat, Dr. Die, Justice, and Trigger. Give me your pre-match buffs, everybody. As a reminder, tonight, Dr. Die cannot use Mistral. Cat, no Ion. Crimson Tide, no Quake. And yes, she is playing. She's not in the starting lineup, but she will be in the game. She cannot play Quake. Team SLY, Craven Light cannot play the Cosmic Guard, and the Animal cannot play the Evoke. And we got all 8 players, so it looks like we're ready to go down to the Craftsman Swamp, everybody. Take you to the Craftsman Swamp. And tonight's starting lineup is as follows. Starting out in the DZ, the one, the only, Ocean Man will be leading us off. After Ocean Man, we got the great Trigger diagonally in the DZ. She'll be going first for Team VOX. Then we followed up with a little Deadly Dimes in the Rover Zone. Dimes will be challenging tonight. Dimes will be followed by Dr. Die. Dr. Die will be the captain. She will also be sieging from the Bomber Zone. After Dr. Die, after Dr. Die, we've got Craven Light. Craven Light will be the captain. He'll be sieging as well. And they have chosen the tank. Then we got Justice in the tank zone. Happy birthday to Justice. Birthday tank for him. Then we got Bomber Bones in the Bomber zone. And then finish it up with Cat in the Rover zone. And the challengers are, as I said, Deadly Dimes, but I did not mention Trigger. Trigger will be the challenger on the other side. All right, remember, timers cannot be challenged. So get your moves in quickly and be efficient. And we'll start it out with the Ocean Man, 20-second timer, Ray. Captains, try to respond after you read it and you make a decision. Certainly you got a little bit of time, but you don't always have to wait for me to read it for you. Here we go. Ocean Man did beat the timer. Thank you for that. Going to play boss in 1. Would cap in 3. Going to use the Orb of Jet on Justice. All scoring pets going to be cut in half for Justice. Going to go MD4. A little bit of mass destruction there. Negation 1 does not want to use Cat's raise. I can understand that. So take Negation 1 and we'll take the red 1, both out of play. And Dr. Die is going to hit. We're going to wait. I'm going to roll for Cronin. We're going to roll that 12-sider. Oh, 12-sider. Here we go. Looking for a 1 to 6. It is an 11. An 11. It does hit. All right. I mean, who thought Faction Wars? We got Yo 11 in the house. So, all right. They're going to say it hits. So let's put out that Temple Flame. All right, you guys are catching on. Go ahead. We got the party started. It is a free kills coin for everybody. Everybody that got it. You got, okay. Now see, you guys are getting a little better at this. Free kills coins, that means start to build up that bank account. Build it up for those fishing games. Catch stuff in the fishing game, sell it on the auction house. All right. We got it. We got it. Ocean Man. See, you didn't get the Cronin, but you helped the group out. All right, I also got to give him a seal. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, I'm kicking over to Trigger. Trigger. 20-second timer. Trigger easily beats the timer. Going to go Dark Boss over to their chest. Trigger, Dark Boss in 1 with cap in 3. I need to put it on the right side. Over to their chest. There we go. Could be worth an extra 25. Lunar Lamp to Justice. Thrill and Seal. T10 Rapture to the wall with Mass Destruction 4. She's like, I ain't even playing around. I'm just moving out of the DZ. Let me get down here and throw something. Ocean Man says, not today. All right. But Justice, you got the ability to go with 3 H9s this game. So Dark Boss is good. Lunar Lamp for Justice. 3 possible H9s. Thrill and Seal. She got the Seal. Used her T10. Played the Rapture and the Mass Destruction. All done within the timer. Thank you for that. And let's see if Dimes can make a timer tonight. 20 seconds, Dimes. We got Dimes, Dr. Die, Craven, and Justice. All right, beats the timer. Dimes says, let me go into Chopper. All right, Rover out of play. Deadly Dimes with a tire. Dimes grabbing the tire, 25 points. She's going to fly into the temple. All right, she immediately gets credit for the temple. She's touching down. So even if she's moved, knocked out, whatever else, she does get credit as soon as that chopper touches. She has to give up her attack phase, which she does. Dark Boss to their chest, a seal, and a Mass Destruction 4. Dark Boss could be worth 25. 1 and 3. Played in 1 with cap in 3. All right. Again, Chopper. Touchdown in the temple. She gets it. Dark Boss. Seal. And we are good to go. All right. Let's keep it rolling, everybody. We're going to go over to... Did someone call a doctor? Dr. Die. Give me 20 seconds. Get that move in. After Dr. Die, we got Craven Light and Justice back to back. Timer is up. We'll start a 10% nerf timer. And Moon, I think you're right. Moon just typed something And I need to check something. Because I just noticed something on my scorecard, and I would not have noticed if he didn't type that. I think that Dimes does not get the tire. She gets the propeller, but she gets credit for the tire. Yep. All right. So, no PCP category. She does not get the tire. But she gets the propeller, which is a 0. But she gets credit for unlocking it. So, thank you for that. All right, so move to the bomber zone. So let's move Dr. Dye diagonally. Going to play Gold Watcher with a seal. Gold Watcher is going to be right there on the first one. Because it is a Gold Watcher, we're going to give them 15 points. Rage Elmo to the Watchtower with MD4. All right, so let's light that Watchtower. That's a good shot there for Dr. Dye. 10 points and lighting the Watchtower. And let me get my focus back because I had to check a score real quick for the propeller and the tire. All right, so movement's good. Gold Watcher's good. Seal, Raged Elmo, and Mass Destruction. All good and all given. All right, let's go over to Craven Light. 20 seconds. Craven from the tank zone. Craven beats the timer. Gonna get another Craven roll. He's gonna move to the temple steps, which he can. Talon Dimes to the rover zone. Seal, S8 Snowstorm to the wall. And a Mass Destruction 4. Dr. Dye was quick on the draw there. All right, movement's good. Pet's good. Seal is good. Snowstorm is stopped with a gold blue. That will break Craven's gear absorption. And we're going to get a Cronin roll. Another 12-sider. Let's see if Cronin goes through this time. Oh, it's a 12. Man, high numbers on those. All right, back to back. They could have been double raged, but Ocean Man and Craven both throwing high. All right, let's go over to the birthday boy, Justice. Big happy birthday to you. 20 seconds. Oh, he says, I need to disable a cyborg. And he does. Justice strolling on down. We'll see him in round 3. No cyborg for Team SLY tonight. Let's kick it over to the OG Bomber in the Bomber Zone. Bones, 20 seconds. We got Bones and we got Cat. All right. I'm going to call Dr. Dye into MBS. See if she wants to battle it or stay on the field. All right. So I'm going to surrender. She's going to give up the white flag. So I've got Bones, white flag, ruffled feather, 200-point MBS. And we'll see Bones in round 3. All right, last move of the first round. Cat, bring us home. Round number 1, 20 seconds. Beats the timer. All right, nicely done. She's going to get into Rover. Cat getting into Rover. She does get the tire, so she actually gets the points for it. All right, I don't think... All right, that temple fire is still lit. So she's going to the temple steps. Going to play Mythic Watcher. All right, Mythic Watcher does stack. And that does raise it, S6. And the Mythic Watcher, each one adds a stack to it, is going to be 20 points. And since none are lit, it does stack there. I'm going to play a Seal. Mass Destruction 4. Craven Light, how do you feel about the F5 Rapture? He says it hits. All right, F5 Rapture loaded from the Rover with 12 Mass Destruction on top of it. That is a good challenge. That is a good challenge because, and Craven did go to the steps. Ah, that was tricky. That was tricky. So Cat can go in the temple because it was occupied, and then she moved out of it. Ooh. It's free reign once they leave it. They do have to be the first to occupy it, which they did. Nicely done, VOX. Very nicely done. Crafty stuff there. All right. Get into Rover. Move into the temple. Mythic Watcher. A Seal. And the Rapture. All right. F5 Rapture is going to be almost a red eye equivalent with the Mass Destruction added to the top of it. Black block, 40% of a green block. I got 60 green left. But more importantly, they teardrop us. So that Rapture is going to go all the way down to there. All right, nicely done, nicely done. All right, at the end of the round, That was a big move. That was a big turning of the tide there. We got Cat getting the temple as well. And Dimes also gets the blessing because she gets credit for occupying the temple. So Dimes with a blessing. Cat with a blessing. Dimes also gets credit for the rover zone. DZ, Ocean Man, getting 5 for SLY, 0. Strawman, 0-0. Dr. Dye putting out a Dragonstone. And Craven chilling on the steps. All right, that was kind of an interesting round. That was not my expectation, typical round there. All right, Ocean Man, let's go to round number 2. Let's see if the second one's going to be exciting as the first. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. He's going to move into range of a wall. So let's move him down to the no zone. Put him right there. Gold King to his boss with a little bit of dragon smoke. Gold King for Ocean Man. Could be 55. T10 top hat loaded to the wall, and let's amplify it. We'll see if it hits. Dr. Dye says, let's let it hit. All right, it's going to be a big grenade shot. The nice thing about that shot was it bypasses those 2 watchers, at least for now. So top hat's going to light a watchtower. Watchtower number 1's lit up. And it is a T10, so it's got a little muscle to it. And after we add that mass destruction to it, we're looking at T10 Wedding Crasher. And the Amplify does take effect as well. It's extra 2%. Black block, green block. 20% of a green block, 80 green remaining. So 80 left of the last green block on one side, 60 green of the first green block on the other side. Ocean Man making a little noise there. And that dragon smoke does resolve as well. Let's go ahead and relight that dragon stone. Trigger from the no zone. Let's go, Trigger. 20 seconds. Trigger, Deadly Dimes, and then the Doctor. Trigger going to move to the DZ. Colossal Kang to her boss. Colossal Kang could be 73. Steel Dimes, Colossal Kang. No Kang for Dimes. A little bit of dust to Dimes. Shatter that wall. We were at 60. Take it down to 35 green after the shatter. And a Rage 1 Elmo is good. We'll light up Watchtower number 2 and another 10 for the Elmo. All good. All within the timer. Deadly Dimes. Your move, 20 seconds. Dimes, Doctor, then Craven. Easily beats the timer. She's going to slide right over to the DZ. Not far to go. Slater there, Wall. Dust to the Doctor. Slater there, Watchtower. Sorry, I think I said Wall. F4 Elmo loaded to the Watchtower. And let's amplify again. All right. She challenged herself. She can't play Slater because she does have a boss. So no Slater. So we will not be sealing that Watchtower. Movement's good. Dust is good. F4 Elmo with Amplify. You're going to give them the Elmo. Dead to the Doctor. Yes, she does. Let's light Watchtower number 2. And give Sly their first Elmo. All right, we will kick it over to the Doctor from the Bomber Zone, their Bomber Zone. 20 seconds, Doctor. Doctor Die, Craven, and then Cat. Doctor, Craven, and Cat, because we skipped 2 people. So be ready to go, Cat. Timer's up. This will be for a 10% nerf to the attack. First nerf is hit. This could be for a 25% nerf. All right, so it's only 10% nerf. She does get it in before the second one. Mythic Kang triggers boss. Could be worth 63 from the Doctor. Dust to Craven. Oh, a lot of nerfs going on tonight. I love it. I love it. Get some dust over to Craven. E2 Elmo with some Amplify. Kang's good. Dust is good. Amplify's good. Craven says the E2 is going to hit. We're going to light Watchtower number 3. And another Elmo on the board. Next one will reset. Remember, we started leaving all 3 of these up because there is the ability now to reverse it. So instead of putting up 3, taking them down, put up 3, take them down, we leave all 3 lit. But remember, it'll always go back to the bottom. So even though that's lit, the next one will light that bottom to top is the way we go with that. And that could be important because sometimes you might have some watchers on there. So keep up with it. And we'll go over to Craven Light. 20 seconds, Craven. Got Craven, and then we got Cat. Timer is up. Nerf timer is in effect. Like, let me stay on these temple steps just a little bit longer. All right, beats the nerf timer. Going to use his own Mistral to steal Cat's Rover. You get the Rover. You don't get her spot, but you do get her vehicle. Immortal Scourge, their boss. S8 Goliath loaded to the wall with Amplify. Dr. Dice says, wait. All right. She says, wait. She says, hits. I do have to give you a delay of game warning. So no penalty this time, but the next one will be a penalty. So that is the first warning of the game. The Immortal Scourge is going to hit. So what that's going to do is that's going to lower that boss cap by 30 points. It's also going to hit, and it's going to do the D30 damage. Now, based on Trigger's gear, that will take her boss. Mortal Scourge going to take her boss down to 79%. So boss gets hit 79%, but more importantly, it takes 30 points off the cap. Craven uses Legend, steals a vehicle. Also going to go S8 Goliath loaded to the wall, Amplify. S8 plus the Mass Destruction to the Goliath is going to make it equivalent to a Monster Grenade. So it's going to be a big hit. %, of a green block is gone. Blue block. And a full blue block. So almost 3 full blocks with the juice on that. Nice shot by Cravenlight. All right, the final move of round number 2, Cat. Bring us home from the temple. 20 seconds. Beat the timer. She's going to move to the DZ. A Talon Trigger into the temple. A little switcheroo there to keep Craven out. A little trickeration. Pet Repel. E2 Elmo to the Watchtower with Amplify. And it does hit. So let's give them that Watchtower. And let's light the first one and give them another Elmo. So 4 Watchtowers. All right, real quick. Movement, Talon Trigger back, drop the Pet Repel, which I didn't like because that's going to go away with the elevation. But other than that, it was good stuff. Captains, give me a round 3 subs. Cat, you are losing a Pet Repel. You're also losing a Seal. Deadly Dimes. Dust Smoke goes away. And you're losing a Seal. Elevation. Tiny coming into the DZ. Ocean Man heading out. And Team VOX, who do we have coming in? All right, while we get to that, Strawman 0-0. Temple. Trigger. Let's give a blessing to Team VOX. Tiny was not there before. He's there for round 3. But the DZ would have been Dimes and Cat, so it would be 25-25. All right, we got all the awards. Let's make sure we get the halos out there. Cat with a halo. Dimes with a halo. So Ocean Man, Dimes, and Cat, all with halos. We got Crimson coming in. For Trigger. All right, new order in round 3 is going to be Tiny, Crimson, Dimes, Doctor, Craven, Justice, Bones, and Cat. All right, so before we get to the move, $55-point cap for Team SLY. And first boss is going to cap. So it's going to be 1 flag to 0. And let's go to Tiny. Tiny, 20 seconds. All right. Beats the timer. Tiny, Cosmic Heart, Cat's Voyage. Can't use that for 2 rounds, Cat. If you choose to use it, you can use it in round 5, but that'd be the earliest you can use it. A little bit of lockdown there. Going to go Boston Main Street. Tiny playing Boston 3, cap in 5. Rage Elmo to the Watchtower with Mass Destruction 4. I'm up to 16 MD. Let's see if the Rage Elmo is going to hit from Dr. Die. And the order is Tiny, Crimson, Dimes, Doc, Craven, Justice, Bones, Cat. Everybody will get moves this round. It does hit, so we're going to light it up. It is an Elmo. We're going to give him the points. All right, before Crimson's turn, we're going to cap Dark Boss from Trigger. Flags are now 1-1. We're also going to cap a 73 and a 63. It's 136 in Kangs. So both those Kangs are going to cap. All right, and now we go to DZ, and we go to Crimson. 20-second timer, Crimson. Timer's up. Beat the timer. As I was typing it, dark balls to their chest. Crimson playing dark ball. Sim 3 would cap in 5. Could be worth an extra 25. Extras matter. Seal, Elmo to the watchtower. I got mass destruction up to 16. Hits or wait? All right. Let's give him 10 points for the Elmo. And we're going to light watchtower number 5. 5 to 3. Dark boss is good. Seal is good. Elmo to the watchtower. Good. And mass destruction is good. All right, let's go over to the DZ Deadly Dimes. 20 seconds. Hold up, Dimes, hold up. No counter for you. Dimes Boss Caps. Flag number 2. Now we start the timer. Beats the timer. She's going to move to the tank zone. Going to play Molar as her pet. All right, Molar disappears. Round 6. Dimes would get a Rage plus 2 in round 6. First Molar play. So Molar disappears, goes underground, and will pop up and says, here's some bonus Rage for you during Dragonstorm. Heal and Seal. M7 Elmo to the wall. And going to bestow their wall. All right, smart move by Dimes because she knows she's got to pay extra. So now I'm going to give them this one. I'm going to remove that one, and we're going to light the bottom one, and she did pay the extra Rage for the Watchers. So they're up to 4. And she's going to bestow their wall to rebuild a little bit of it. Going to rebuild it back to 40%. Was 35. Movement's good. Pet's good. Heal and Seal is good. Elmo is good. Points for the Elmo, points for the Watchtower, and the Bestow is good as well. All right, let's go over to the Doctor. Dr. Die in the Bomber Zone, 20 seconds. Up, back that up, back it up, back it up. It was to the wall, not the Watchtower. Move that back down. They are still at 3 Watchtowers. She did say it hit. And she did type Elmo to the wall. So we're going to calculate the damage to the wall. The Watchtowers have been reset. They're back to 3. They are on a full blue block. After mass destruction, M7 Red Eye. Takes down a full blue block. And takes down 85% of a red block. 15 red remaining. So 3.15 is the wall total. Everything has been rebuilt. Damage has been assessed. Thank you for that challenge. And let's go over to Dr. Die. Dr. Die, 20 seconds. Dr. Die, Craven Light, and then Justice. Easily beats the timer. She's going to move up the coastline to their DZ. Talon Justice to the tank zone. Justice can not be targeted and cannot move until his turn. He can be subbed out because of the cyborg rule, but he still can't be hit. He can't be hit offensively or defensively. Because of that, if you want to play a substitute pet, that's fine. Or if you want to talent another player to another place, that's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and give you the pet repel. So again, we changed the rules so people could be subbed out at the beginning of a round, but they still cannot play offensive or defensive capabilities until their turn. All right, I'm going to play Stasis to Craven. Craven, does it still hit? All right, so we're going to put Stasis on Craven. Craven's probably like, I'd rather do the Talon kills. All right, so let's put Stasis on Craven. He is in a rover. Movement's good. Stasis, Pet Repel, E3 Rapture, and let's shatter that wall again. And that's going to take it down to 15% green. And using the specialty grenade and a light watchtower number 6. All within the timer. Craven Light from the Temple Steps, 20 seconds. We got Craven, Justice, Bones, and Cat. Timer is up. Beat the nerf timer. It's going to move into Temple. Red Gideon. It's going to be a minus 22 for VOX. Pet Repel, Navy to the Flame, and Shatter. It's 15 red, so that's a smart shatter because he gets the benefit of the whole block. So let's remove that red block and we'll start fresh. Remember, shatters don't carry over, but he does finish off that wall. Navy to the Temple. All right, this side of the Temple can only be occupied by Team SLY this round. First round, it's out. So either team can occupy the side Craven's on, but only SLY can occupy this side of the Temple for the remainder of round 3. Thank you, Dow. Appreciate that. Movement's good. Red Gideon's good. Pet Repel's good. Flame is extinguished. Let's go over to Justice from the Cyborg Island. 20 seconds, Justice. You are back in the game. Justice Bones and Cat. Timer is up. Did not beat the timer, but he did beat the nerf timer. Justice going to go to the tank zone. Crowley's Candelabra. Vines to Tiny. Skull to Tiny. Navy to the Temple Flame. There is no Temple Flame. Craven locked it in quickly. Now, unlike the straw man, which can be targeted, the flame is what you actually target. There is no flame. So the way we do this is, it doesn't fizzle, but you did pick that grenade. You have to redirect the Navy grenade to a new target. So you can't change the grenade, but there is no flame there, so you don't have a valid target, but you have to use the Navy and pick a different target. All right, so he's going to throw it at the wall. Craven. Does it still hit the wall? It does hit. It's going to be a Navy with some mass destruction. There's no juice on it. But you had 15% of a wall after the mass destruction and the amplify. You take down the rest of the green block. So I guess there's that. 15%, take it off the board. There's very little remaining, but we do have a fresh block. All right, Crowley's Candelabra. Going to do a little magic trickeration here. So he's going to put out a watchtower and light a watchtower. Now when he puts out a watchtower, that takes Team SLY down to 2. When he lights it, takes them up to 7. So we give them their second one. We remove, and it is 7-2 with the legendary. All right, movement's good, legendary's good, grenade is good. Now we go Vines to Tiny. It hits. Tiny just coming in the game. Scold hits. That's going to light up number 8. Skull's going to take Tiny down to 90%. And it's going to give Justice an absorption. So remember, legendary first. Vines removes the absorption. And that's another good challenge. So, Justice, give me another target that is in range. You are in the tank zone and you don't have range to the wall, so we're going to put that 15% back. And give me a valid target. That could be Dimes, Craven, That's your only 2 valid targets. Craven. We'll see if it hits 3rd time. It does. Get rid of Craven's seal. All right, let's try this 3rd time's a charm. Tank Zone, Legend, Vines. Tiny is under the effect of Vines as well. Watchtowers have been lit. We back out the grenade damage. We get rid of Craven's seal. And they have their mass destruction. And let's kick it over to Bomber Bones. You're up, Bones. 20 seconds. All right, beats the timer. Staff of Sable. She can't be targeted by negative smokes, nor can her pets. Bones going to move down into Temple. Also going to play Boss to the chest. Bones playing Boss in 3 with cap in 5. Going to put a max seal on Craven. F6 Goliath to the wall. Mass destruction is up to 20. Dr. Dice says wait. All right, Staff of Sable's good. Temple, movement. Boss is good. Max seal to Craven. And a F6 grenade shot. And Cat is on deck. Mythic Dark Blue from Crimson. All right, Mythic Dark Blue hits. Bones, that is going to be a 30% shot. You do not have gear absorption because you were already in the portal. And that'll be 25% off the next grenade damage that is thrown by SLY. So next grenade hits for 25% less. And Bone's going to absorb 20% of it, but we will take her down to 90%. And Cat, finish up round number 3 for us, 20 seconds. Timer's up. Beat the timer. Cyborg, fly to Craven and Tiny. All right, so Cat is going to move to her tank zone. Kruger, Seal and Thrill. Move that over here. All right, Kruger, let's go ahead and seal the SLY wall. That third one does have a seal on it. E3 Elmo to the Watchtower. And a Shatter. Cat with a 9 award. Shatter that 15 again. Points for the Elmo. And Craven and Tiny. Craven's going to lose his rover because he got picked and sticked. Or if you're a hockey fan, I guess you'd get pucked and stucked. Move them both to the no zone. All right, and they have both went, so they will have to stay there for the next round. Cyborg keeps them where they're at. Tank zone movement. Kruger seals a watchtower. Seal and Thrill gives her a seal, the Elmo, and a shatter. All good. Is that an avalanche for Team VOX? Did they just avalanche that at the end? I think they did. All right, we got Avalanche is going to break Craven's seal. Break Dimes' seal. Tiny does not have one. 75 points for Team VOX, 0 for SLY. Strawman, 0-0. We're going to give Crimson a halo. Give Dr. Dye a halo. Bones is in the temple. So Bones does get the blessing. All right, looks like we paid everybody for their temples, their halos, their blessings, all of the above. We got a super, super competitive game. Both teams doing it in different ways. Let's keep this thing going. Tiny, you're stuck where you're at, but you're in range of almost everything. 20-second timer to Tiny. Beats the timer. Put a seal over on Bones. Mythic Kang to the boss. Tiny, possible 63 right there. Amplify. Tiny says, let's bring the heat. It's gavel time. You always know pressures mount when they break out the gavels. T10 gavel. Mythic Kang. Max seal. T10 gavel with Amplify. Dr. Dye says, wait. And after we figure out VOX's defensive move here, Crimson will be next on deck. We got gold blue from Cat. That is the final blue for Team VOX. Gold blue to Tiny. We'll hit Tiny for 10%, take him down to 70. That does satisfy the 25% nerf from the next grenade. So we would have taken that into consideration, but it was still going to be a big hit. Even with that, we'll take Tiny down to 70%. Crimson, your move, 20-second timer to Crimson. I did and I didn't, Die. I'll get to that in a second. Timer is up. All right, give her a chance to relog, but we do have to count the timers down while we give her a chance to log. So she will get the nerf, but we won't pass on her turn. All right, so there was a challenge on the Kruger. I did a Slater. You guys see the seal up here on the watchtower? So instead of the seal, we should have put out one of SLY's flames. Craven, can you acknowledge that? I'm going to remove the seal on your wall. So that's not there, but I also have to remove the flame for Kruger. I did as if it was a Slater. All right, so we got Crimson relogging. Have her send me her move. So if you guys lose stream, the one thing I want you guys to do is send the move to me. So I have a document of it while you guys are trying to get back into YouTube. All right. So she sent the move over to me. Somebody from VOX, if you can post it, I'll read it out. Craven's going to be a Tigress to their wall, Colossal Kang, Absorption, Inferno to Strawman, and Shatter. All right, so Tigress to the wall. Colossal Kang, could be worth 73. Absorption, Inferno, and Shatter. So the Shatter, I'm going to take that green block down to 75 green. And Tiny's going to prevent the Inferno. So no straw man, which means Crimson does keep her absorption. Tiny with the prevention. Tigress is good. Be a double buff on that wall. Colossal Kang, absorption potion, Inferno, and Shatter has already taken place. All right, let's go over to Deadly Dimes from the tank zone. 20 seconds dimes. Got Dimes, Doctor, and Craven. Beats the timer. Dimes going to move to the O-zone. Talon Tiny back to the DZ. Tiny has already went. So even though he was victim of the pick and stick, he can be Talon back. S6 Elmo's to the wall, and hinder Dr. Die to give her a -1. We'll see how Dr. Die feels about the S6 Elmo. Movement's good. Pet's good. Hinder is good. S6 Elmo to the wall. Dr. Die says, I'm going to evoke it. Nice. All right, let's cut that bad boy in half. Single charge of evoke. We're going to. It would be equivalent to an S6 Red Eye after the mass destruction. 50% of that's going to be an S3 Spruce Grenade. S3 Spruce. And we nerfed that 20%. Let's take it about a 2.5. It's 3 full blocks. %55 of a red block, 45 red remaining. Because of the 70% nerf right there. So a little bit over half a block, 45 red remaining, 2.45, and you got one more charge of Tigress still floating on that wall. So VOX still doing VOX things, right? All right, after Deadly Dimes, let's go over to Dr. Die, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Beat the nerf timer. He's going to move to their O-zone. Slide over, Dimes. Going to play Molar. Absorption. All right. Molar in which round, Dr. Die? Which round do you want him to reappear? Going to play Absorption, but immediately going to lose the Absorption, lighting Strawman. So she lights it, takes the damage. It comes and it goes. Dr. Die going to play Molar in round 6. Let's go to Craven Light. Craven Light, 20-second timer. You cannot move. Timer is up. Beats the timer. Steel Justice Ghost Tank. Little dust to Justice. S6 Glitch Grenade to the Watchtower. And we will have Justice, Bones, and Cat. Dr. Die says, wait. Justice going to intervene it. They want no part of the glitch switch, Craven Light. So he does steal the pet, a little bit of dust, and not going to let him glitch the Watchtower. Intervene. All right, let's go to Justice. 20-second timer, Justice. Justice going to get in the tank. And go to the temple. Colossal Kang, drop a seal and an absorption. Colossal Kang could be 73 for Justice. Justice grabbing a cannonball for getting in the tank. The sentry gun turret is unlocked. Going to play Amplify as an ability. And Strawman. A light up Strawman number 2, and one of those absorptions he has is gone. Tank to Temple. Kang. Smoke. Potion. Strawman loses the absorption potion. And Amplify. All good. Let's go to Bomber Bones. 20 seconds, Bones. Bones and then Cat. Colossal Kang to Main Street with a pet repel. 73 potential. Drop the pet repel smoke. F5 Goliath to the wall loaded and add a little more Amplify to that wall. As Amplify number 5, it can be amplified one more time. Does hit. F5 Goliath is going to be equivalent to an F5 Monster after the mass destruction, but we've got a 20% nerf on it. So let's take it back down to the Goliath. F4 Goliath. You actually lose a little bit because of the Tigress damage. All right, Tigress is gone. F4 Goliath, what are we looking like? 2.45. Take the 4-5 out of play. Take a red block out of play. That's all you get. One red block remaining, Bones. So close. But it is a whole red block. Let's kick it over to final move of the first half. Cat, 20-second timer. Timer's up. %10 nerf in play. This is for a 25% nerf. She does beat the 25% nerf, but this will have a 10% nerf attached to it. She's going to Kamuri to her Ozone. Colossal Kang to Crimson's Boss. 73 potential. Vial to Dimes. I'm not going to put the Vial because it'll go away in the Ozone, but it would have hit her for 10%. It won't stay after halftime. Playing Absorption and Strawman. Like Strawman. Strawman number 3. Going to hinder Dimes. I got Dimes at -1 hinder. Kamuri's good. Kang is good. Vial, no factor. Absorption, Inferno, and the hinder all goes through. And that is the final move of the first half. Captains, give me your second half subs. We got a few things to iron out here. Justice, getting a blessing. Bones, getting a blessing. Strawman, 15 points for Team VOX, 0 for SLY. Halo, Crimson number 2. Tiny, Halo number 1. Vines go away. Cat, losing her seal. Crimson, losing her seal. Both will keep their absorptions. Dr. Die, Dust Smoke goes away. Pet Repel goes away. Dr. Die, dimming. The Ozone. Stasis goes away. Dust Smoke goes away for both players, even if they don't have elevation. Halftime lingering smokes go away. The rest stay. Justice losing his tank. And let's see what we got coming in. Oh, no, no, no. It's not the Deacon. It is Sneaky Deaky. Sneaky Deaky coming in for Crimson. Welcome back to Sneaky Deaky. Yes, file would break a seal. All right, Crimson heading over. Watch for a little bit. Sir Tim coming in. All right, we're going to put Justice and Dr. Dye. Over on the other side, we've got Animal. And Football. So Tiny heading out. Football coming in. Animal. Now keep in mind there is no turret gun on Team SLY because they did not enter the tank in the first half, so it has to unlock before round 5. Otherwise, it's not there. So we do have a sentry gun on VOX side. We do have an unused tank. So we got Football, Dimes, Craven, and let's put Bones in the bomber zone. All right, there we go. I know I agree. We got Deacon in the game. We got Ocean Man checking out a little bit more of the game. Moonshot cheering you guys on. This is like PDL family, y'all. We got a big group tonight watching, cheering, learning the game. So certainly, I know everybody appreciates all of you guys and being here, being a part of it. It's something we built, and we ain't done yet. We got a lot more to go. All right, here's the order, everybody. We've got Football, Sneaky Deaky, Deadly Dimes, Dr. Dye, Craven, Justice, Bones, Cat, the Animal, and Sir Tim. That is going to be the order. So before we get to football, I'm going to cap Main Street Boss. And on Main Street Boss, I got 136 in Kangs. for Team SLY. I also got boss number 3, Tiny's going to cap. All right, football, let's kick off the second half. 20-second timer, Football Master. Easily beats the timer. He was ready to go. Going to go boss to Main Street from football. Strong boss game. Played in 5, cap in 7. A little bit of dragon smoke. To relight it. Navy to the straw man. Mass destruction. I've got mass destruction up to 24. Dr. Dye, how do you feel about that Navy to the straw man? It does hit. Let's put out straw man number 3. We're down to 2. Okay, hold on. Before we get too excited, we got to cap this boss and a whole lot of those Kangs. That is 219 points of Colossal Kangs. Because we're going to cap all 3 of them. That's a big, big haul right there. 219 points right there. We're also capping that Dark Boss. Down a flag, but they made it up in Kangs. And I know nerves are real. Sneaky Deaky, 20 seconds to go. First move of your return. Beats the timer. Seal and Thrill. Gonna bring out Red Nolan. Love it. Got Red Nolan in play. Got the seal. Absorption Inferno to the straw man. Right? We're so used to Deacon hitting the wall. He's like, nah, this is the new style for the Deacon. All right, does hit. Let's light it up. And he plays absorption, so it will break his potion absorption. So he and Nolan both there. Light up straw man number 4 for Sneaky Deaky. All right, Deadly Dimes from the Rover Zone, 20 seconds. He's diversifying his attacks. Timer is up, Dimes. Did not make the timer this time. But she did beat the nerf timer, obviously. All right, she's going to use Misery Mantle. And she's going to steal Sir Tim's Mythic Kang. And she's going to play it. On the side chest. So Deadly Dimes, that could be a 63-point Kang that was stolen. Now, Tim does not have one now. Up. Well, I'm going to check. I'm going to check. He should have a regular Kang. It is not in his inventory, but it is a regular Kang. And we will make sure that we get it added. But it is a 45-point Kang. Not a 63. All right, Misery Mantle. Steal his Kang. 45-point Kang. Move to the bomber zone and put ward on animal. Pet repel. And that should be straw man number 3, not 4. Sizzle to their ozone. And S8 Goliath does hit. Deadly Dimes with a gold bar. Let's reset it. First wall of the game is down. All right, Misery Mantle. Scoring pet gets played. Move to the bomber zone's good. Ward to animal. Pet repel. Goliath. Finishes off the wall. And let's get a gold bar for dimes. And let's change the scoreboard up top. It's a super, super close game. Every move counts, everybody. Stay focused. Dr. Dye, you're up. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Dr. Dye is going to move to their tank zone. Boss to their chest. Playing it like a boss. 5 and 7. Chill their ozone. It's no valid target, so I know what you meant. She would have to chill her ozone because that's where the sizzle is. So the chill is going to get rid of that sizzle. Again, she can't chill their ozone because there's nothing lit. Inferno to Straw Man and sizzle their ozone. All right, we're going to light up Straw Man number 4. And remember, health reset at halftime, so Dr. Dye is down to 90%. Let's go to Craven Light. 20-second timer. Timer is up. Beats the nerf timer. Going to jump into tank. He does get a cannonball. So he gets the points for the cannonball, but obviously the sentry gun's not unlocked. Going to move to the temple. Been a while since we've seen a second half tank. Used to see it all the time. Red Spectral Snake to the Strawman. Seal, F5 Snowstorm to the wall. And it does hit. All right, let's put out that Strawman. We're down to 3. Snowstorm. It is an F5, but we are in round 5. It is a S10 Snowstorm with the tank juice on it. S10 Snowstorm after mass destruction. S10 Goliath equivalent. Black, green, green, and 40% of a blue. I got 60 blue remaining. Craven Light, not known as a bomber, but he's bombing. And Snowstorm time. I got 8 blocks up there. Let's do a die roll. One of those 8's going to be frozen. Number 7. All right, so we got 2 things. The first blue fire is a teardrop. The second is a snowstorm freeze. Craven did use the seal in round 1. I confirmed it. Going to change it to max seal. That is a successful challenge. And that is a warning. Both teams have now been warned. 1 delay of game, 1 for an ineligible smoke play. Next penalty would be points off those teams. So it's a good, successful challenge there. And we will change it to a max seal for Craven Light. All right, let's go over to Justice. 20 seconds, Justice. Easily beats the timer. Thank you for that, Justice. Justice going to move on up to the temple. Right there beside Craven. Thraxus, give himself a nice +3 bonus for Dragonstorm. Wicked Rod. All right, got Wicked Rod in play. Put a max seal on Dr. Die. H9 monster loaded to the wall. Sizzle their ozone. It's a double sizzle. Football says, let's redirect that over to the other side, to the home team side. So that is a H9 monster loaded with 20 charges of mass destruction. It is H9 Grizzly. Dr. Die does a hit. It does hit, and it hits hard. $60 blue. All right. Y'all going to think Football Master is Linda Ronstadt because it's about to be a blue Bayou. And we're taking down that 60 blue. We're taking down a full blue. We're taking down another blue and 10% of a red. I got 90% of a red block remaining. $3.9. Not one person liked the Linda Ronstadt reference. Blue, Bayou, blue. All right. All right, I'm stopping. Let's go over to Bomber Bones. We will cap Bomber Bones as boss. Let's give him a 45-point Kang. Cap flag number 4. And here we go. 20-second timer. She beat the timer. She's going to go over to the temple steps. Gold Blitz to Deeks Nolan. Chill and Thrill. M7 Elmo and Hinder Justice. All right, Dr. Die. It hits. Blitz going to take out the Deacons Nolan. Welcome back, Sneaky Deaky. Big pet play. A little Chill and Thrill. Let's put out that sizzle. One of them. and M7 Elmo to the wall. Elmo's going to light it up. Again, we're in red eye range, so I've got a 7 and I got a 8. The 7 from the juice, 8 from the thrill. S8, red eye equivalent. Start with that 90 red. And another red. And we'll stay at 90. So we got 1.9 left. So 2 full blocks right there with the bomber. Looks like the bomber might be back. Let's go to Cat. 20-second timer for Cat. We got Cat, the animal, and Sir Tim. Did not beat the timer. Did beat the nerf timer, though. She's going to move to the bomber zone. Doing to straw man, heal and seal. S8 monster loaded, and then throw a little more sizzle up there. S8 monster Craven, he says wait. Gonna play Insania. Anything else, or is that good? All right, let's go ahead and spread the flame with the Dune. We're going to go back to straw man number 4. S8, we're going to lower that down to an F5. F5 monster after mass destruction, it's an F5 grizzly. %75% of a green block. VOX waking up. Green block. Blue block. Good juice, but not great. 30% of a blue block. I got 70 blue remaining. But we are making a little noise finally over on the VOX side. 1.7 blue on that first wall. All right, after Cat, we got the animal. I do have Animal's first move. If he's here, he'll type it. If not, I will go line for line on his first move. He is here, so we got it. So because he is here, he's free to do whatever move he wants. All right, going to play Enigma on Tim. He cannot use or be the target of legend spells, legend abilities, or legend weapons. So it's not just for the Cape of Craven. He cannot either use any legendary or cosmic, nor can you target him with any legendary pets, any legendary items, or any legendary weapons. Okay? That's what the Enigma does. Also going to go boss to their chest. Animal playing boss. In 5. We cap in 7. Chill and Thrill. We'll get rid of 1 charge of Sizzle. S8 Goliath to the wall does hit. 8, 9. He does not have a turret, but it is an S9. Let's give that man a gold bar. Animal finishing off the wall. Wall number 2 is off the board. Let's rebuild it. All right. And he did specify move closer to the wall. So I am going to move him off the ozone. He does take the damage of 20% when the turn started. The sizzle is up there. He moved out of range, so he's no longer affected by the sizzle. And he did type it as a double line, so it is a 25-point penalty. So it is a minus 25. All right, let's go to Sir Tim. Final move of round number 5. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Thank you for that, Sir Tim. Turret Tim is what we call him sometimes. He gets into turret. Going to play Aces Roxy to the Straw Man and Inferno to the Straw Man. Red blue from Craven. Pet hits. All right, Strawman. Number 5. Craven playing a red blue. It's the first blue for Team SLY. And it is 10% damage to Sir Tim, taking him down to 90%, and that is the end of round number 5. At the end of round number 5, I got Craven and Justice both in the temple. Let's give them both a blessing. Strawman, 50 points for VOX. 0 for SLY. Sneaky Deaky with a halo. Football Master with a halo. DZ. 25-25. I got Deadly Dimes with a 5-round occupy. Deadly Dimes 150. Because she had the chopper. So she has gotten the occupy. All right, we've got Strawman, Movement, Halos. We are good to go. Next thing is round number 6, which is Dragon Storm, everybody. We're going to do Dragon Storm roll and find out how much extra rage we're going to get. E1 bonus. Now, some of those bonuses, Thraxus, Molar, going to be huge because there's only E1 bonus. Now you can see how that rage might benefit you. Let's start it out with Football Master, round number 6. 20-second timer. Beats the timer easily. Thank you for that. He's going to go Mythic Kang to his own boss. Possible 63 for the Football Master. Seal, Navy Strawman, and Hinder Dr. Die. I got Dr. Die with a -2 Hinder now. Does hit. Going to put out Strawman number 5. And let's give him a seal. All done within the timer. Thank you for that. And let's go over to Sneaky Deaky. 20 seconds to the Deacon. Easily on the timer. Moonshot called his shot earlier. He knew he was coming back. Going to move into wall range. That man never saw a wall he didn't like. Aces Roxy to Strawman. Super Thrill. Blue Spark H9 Monster to the wall and nuke him. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. S13 Monster. After mass destruction, it is a Grizzly with nuke on top of it. And if he doesn't hit, he is definitely going to bring out the preventions from the other team. Sneaky Deaky is probably the only player in the league could make a comeback and automatically qualify for Bomber of the Year. All right, Animal with the prevention, and the grenade is going to hit. All right, and it's going to hit, and it is going to roll all the way down. Decimate the rest of the blue block. And a blue block. And, of course, we got a teardrop. So that one's gone. And then the red block, and then it stops at the snowstorm. Deacon with a big shot. Welcome back. But you got all the way to the ice block. Nonetheless, it was a heck of a hit. And Animal says, but you ain't getting a Roxy. Woo, that was nice. That was nice. Deadly Dimes, you're up. 20-second timer for Dimes. Spectral Snake. Put out a Straw Man. Max Spark Cat. F5 Monster to the Wall. Storm Damage and Thrill. F5. Make it a Thrill. Could be 6. S6. Grizzly. Equivalent. And it's fresh wall. It hits. And Dr. Dye is like a casino player. She knew the first 2 walls were not super, super strong. So eventually it's a matter of time before it is. And this one is stronger. So a little less damage. She played her cards right. Spectral Snake. Let's put out Straw Man number 4. Dimes is adding the extra damage and is taken down. It is amplified as well. Black block. 75% green. Hit the brakes. This one looks to be a little tougher. We've all been there. But you got to get through the hard times to get back to the easy times. But I do have to add, her molar, which is E2, was not calculated. So let's put that extra molar damage on there for Dimes. Taking you down to 30% green. That looks a little better. A little bit less than a third of a green block for Dimes. Hinder was added into the mix initially. Molar was not. All right, Dr. Dye, you've got a molar as well. But you've also got -2 hinder. So yours will balance out, but you get the 1 point from the Dragon Storm. 20-second timer. We got Dr. Dye, Craven, and Justice. Beats the timer. Move to their bomber zone. Sorry, she's moving to their rover zone. It's my bad. It's my bad, Dr. Dye. Move to their rover. Mythic Gideon. Give him a -28. Heal and Seal. S6 Trixie, Kang on Main Street, and to their wall, and adding pet score 6. Going to play Gold Tanner to protect the Kang. The gold from the Gold Tanner will break her seal, but she has another heal and seal smoke that will resolve. So it's just going to break her seal right now. No damage. Movement's good. Mythic Gideon is good. Heal and seal will resolve. The Trixie's going to split between the Kang and the wall. When the wall hits, it'll give her 6 points, and it'll also break the ice block. Very good move. Very nicely done. A lot to keep up with, but it made a lot of good sense there. Molar doesn't matter because nothing hit. The Trixie was stopped by Tanner, and the other Trixie hit the ice block. All right, let's go to Craven Light, 20-second timer. Craven and Justice, back to back. Timer's up. Beat the Nerf timer. Going to go Orcus to Sir Tim. Splash to Flame. Haze and Daze to Justice. We'll slow him. Max Spark to Cat. Going to keep her in place. She's double max sparked. M7 Grizzly loaded to the wall. All right, Orcus to Tim. Haze and Daze and Max Spark resolve. And an M7 Grizzly. All right, Sir Tim, I'm going to take him down to 80. Put out a straw man. 2 remaining. Grizzly will go over the cap because of the bonus 20%. Again, stronger wall damage. Going to finish off that green. Going to go green and going to go blue. Slow sailing, but it is sailing. All right. And good challenge. We got a tank bonus to it. It actually was an 8, but it is a 14. Blue and blue and 10% of a red. It's a stronger wall, but it's only so strong. $90 red remaining. Craven getting in on the wall action. All right, we'll go to Justice. At the start of Justice turn, Rod is going to rebuild all of that block. And he's also going to freeze it for you. So a little bit of building back. Here we go. 20-second timer, Justice. Beats the timer. Talon Deacon to the DZ. Gold Spark the animal. Torment on animal. H9 with the thrill going to make it 10. 11, 12, 13. S13 monster loaded, Craven like. Does hit, probably smart to let it hit because it's going to be a lot of overkill. Justice says, well, I'll take that gold bar. Justice with a gold block. Let's rebuild that wall. Now, Justice, is there anything better than taking down the wall and getting a gold bar on your birthday? I mean, that's the way it should be. Nicely done. All right, let's go over to Bomber Bones. 20 seconds, Bones. From the Temple Steps. One thing about SLY tonight is they've gotten very familiar with those Temple Steps. Red Curse to the wall. Torment Justice. S8 Gavel loaded to the wall with Shatter. Torment to Justice will resolve in the 7th round. All right. Sneaky Deaky is going to intervene. Will not matter what he intervenes. So here's the way Shatter works with a frozen wall. It removes the damage underneath the frozen block. So that wall is now at 75% red. It was just rebuilt from 90 to 100. So it's back down to 75 red. But that ice block stays. So then it doesn't matter whether it's going to be Curtis or whether it's going to be the grenade. They're going to intervene one of them. So one is going to be intervened. The other one is going to break the ice block. So it's 3.75 red remaining with nothing frozen. All right, let's go over to Cat. 20-second timer, Cat. We got Cat, Animal, and Sir Tim. Full house for you guys tonight. A lot of people watching, cheering, enjoying the action. SLY and VOX putting on a great show. No Father Ron tonight, but certainly we're thinking about Ron and his family. But VOX said we're going to come in and SLY without our fearless leader and represent. Timer's up. Beat the Nerf timer, Silver Spark. Gold Bane to their wall. Thrill Smoke, M7 Grizzly loaded to the wall with Ignite. So we are going to get the equivalent of, remember that +1, it's going to be an S8, S9. And the Gold Bane. All right, so Gold Bane, going to rebuild. Going to rebuild that 25 from the Shatter. And we're adding a blue block. Now on the grenade side, 35% Nerf. Burning the sonars. So it'll take the Grizzly, because there's overkill, it's going to take the Grizzly down to a monster. And it's going to take the S8 down to an S6. S6 monster equivalent. Wall number 2, not super strong. You guys saw it. VOX making a little run here. Maybe making a big run here. Black, green, and green after the amplify. 3 blocks off the board. This is a weaker wall. SLY's on a stronger wall. Game changes. Here we go. Let's go over to the animal who is tormented. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Going to go Kang to football's boss. Could be worth 45. Super Thrill. Blue. So the animal's going to go 3, 4, 5, 6. Grizzly, because he's got the rocket launcher, the blue, the Super Thrill, and the Dragon Storm. S6 Grizzly, Dr. Die. Justice going to prevent it with Legendary Horus. And using it just in a nick of time, because had he not used it here, wouldn't have it for the end of the game. Very nicely done. We'll have Justice type that just to confirm. And then we'll get to the final move. Oh! Double legendary play. That is a penalty, and that is a good challenge. We can still wait and see if there's anything else that you guys want to do. But double legend play is a -5 to start. Dr. Die is going to evoke it, so we'll cut it in half. E3. Carnage. E3 Carnage for the animal. In a stronger wall. Blue block for the animal. Take all you can get. Final move of round 6. Sir Tim from the turret. 20-second timer. Timer is up. This will be for a 10% nerf. Locked in. This is for a 25%. See if we can get that move in. $25 nerf enacted. This is for a 50%. Team VOX, we need this move. Do not want to lose these points during Dragonstorm. There it is. Won't matter though. Well played, well played. Blaze to Strawman. Torment to Football. And Inferno to the Strapamino. I assume that's the Strawman. All right. We're going. Blaze and... All right, let's get the Torment over to Football. And let's light 2 Strawman. We'll light number 3. We're going to light number 4. Sir Tim taking a little bit of kickback damage. And that is the end of round number 6. That's the end of Dragonstorm, everybody. Captains, give me your final 4. I've got Sneaky Deaky with a second Halo. I got Football with a second Halo. If he's in, he'll be tormented. Justice is tormented. Dr. Die with a siege bonus, 100 points. DZ, I got 25-25. Strawman, 25 VOX, 0 for SLY. And let's get to Final Four in here and see what we're looking like. Crimson Doc, Justice, and Cat. Sneaky Deaky, great to have you back. Certainly. So used to seeing Chad in VOX. Love Chad in VOX, but also love Chad in Mirror. So win-win for Play Dead Live. Both players, super, super strong weeks. You guys both played excellent this week. So great to have our team back and everybody getting a chance to come in and enjoy the game. We got football, Dimes, Craven, and Bones. Great job tonight, Sir Tim. Let's give Sir Tim an Ace Award. Good job tonight, Animal. Coming in getting that gold bar tonight. All right. I think we had a pretty close game. Both teams doing it different ways, but some of these points can sneak up on you. So I think the game's still in play, everybody. At the start of the final round, we are going to cap a 45-point Kang and a 63-point Kang. That's 108 for Team SLY. Flag number 5 for Team SLY. And football, you got 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Football's going to move down into wall range. No blue spark bonus because you peel the torment. But you do peel the torment. Everything else goes through. Movement is good. No spark. Torment is gone. T10 Grizzly. Justice going to prevent it regardless. So still prevented. And Dune is going to put out number 4. Let's go to Crimson Tide. Crimson, 20-second timer from the DZ. Easily beats the timer. She's going to go Blaze to Strawman. Seal and Thrill. Gold Spark to Craven. Inferno to Strawman. All right, Blaze going to light up Strawman number 4. Second blue of the game, 1 blue remaining. Gold from the gold blue is going to take Crimson down to 80. And the second straw man not lit because of the grenade. Deadly Dimes, 20 seconds. Dimes and the Doctor back to back. Beats the timer. Dune to put out a straw man. Super Thrill, Blue Spark, Warrior, Rage, Napoleon H9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. S17 Grizzly with nuke. I'm assuming that was Cat because it said TP. But we can clarify. And we got 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 with nuke. Team VOX, Deadly Dimes Grenade. Crimson with the prevention. All right. They shut it down. All right, Dr. Die, start of your turn. Your boss is going to cap. Flag number 3. And we'll start 20-second timer for Dr. Die. We got Dr. Die, Craven, Justice. Timer is up. %. Beats to 10%. So no nerf on this one. Red Blaze. Torment Bones. Inferno to Strawman. See how Craven Light feels about the Blaze and the Inferno. Wait and wait. Gold Blue and Intervene, stopping them both. No blues remaining. And it will break Dr. Dye's seal. With the Gold Blue. And then there were 4. Craven Light, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Dune for Strawman, Super Thrill, Blue Spark, H9 Monster loaded, and nuke it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and a tank. Makes it 20. S20 Monster with nuke. We're looking at S20 Grizzly. And we're going double mythic sonar. So we got a 40% nerf coming in. S12. Carnage. S12 Carnage, Craven Light. So they did get a nice play out of those sonars. Good play, Dr. Dye, in saving those. That saved your wall. Taking out that red. Taking out red. %65 of a red. 35 red remaining. $1.35. And the double mythic sonars stole Craven's gold bar. Justice is tormented. $20-second timer, Justice. Easily beats the timer. Is going to appeal to Torment. Colossal Gideon with pet score 6. H9 Grizzly to the wall from his rocket launcher. Intervene the grenade. A -38 for SLY, Colossal Gideon. And let's make it a -44 because the pet score. That might be the biggest deduction we've had with a pet score. Minus 44. Nicely done, Justice. All right, Bomber Bones. I'm going to go ahead and cap this because that'll cap the end of your turn, and that will give 6 bosses. $20-second timer. Bones and Cat. Beats the timer. She's going to peel the Torment. Talon Football back to the DZ. Dr. Die. 9, 10, 11, 12. Dr. Die's going to cut it in half. All right, 9, rocket launchers 10, 13 with damage. Dr. Die says, let me have half of it. Woo! That's a lot of damage she's directing to herself. Dr. Die going down to 62% health. But it's 1.35 Bones, still taking down 1.6. Taking down the wall. Bones with a gold bar. Close, Dr. Die, close. And the final move of the night, let's take it over to Cat. VOX on the road. Does she have some magic left? 20-second timer, Cat. Cat moving to the rover zone. Blaze and Inferno, back-to-back Craven Light, it hits. Cat, nice move to close out the game. That is going to give them 6 Strawman. Cat with the Torch Award. Cat with the Occupy. That was a about a 200-point move there at the end. Because they will get 100 points in Strawman. DZ, Crimson Tide and Football. Going to end up with 3 halos apiece, and they are going to split 75-75 into DZ. Justice with a blessing. Craven with a blessing. No players getting an orb. Justice had 4. So good balance on both sides. A lot of scoring tonight from SLY. They certainly ramped up the bars. We'll count down the blessings. Blessings are 5 to 5. So let's get the wall damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Takes them down into blue. On the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll be right back. Congratulate each other. Let me get some totals. And then we'll see who walked away with the victory tonight. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. And let me clarify. Somebody messaged me about the rings. So you guys understand, I deducted 2 blocks. Both teams should have had 6 blessings. Round number 1, when Dimes touches the temple, she automatically gets credit for the temple. Even if she moves that round, it doesn't matter because she was in the chopper. Chopper, when you touch down in that zone, you immediately get it. That's why they moved her to the new zone, so she was able to get 2 zones in round 1, so she got the blessing. Even though Cat moved in, both teams got the blessing, and it ended up being 6 rings to 6 rings. All right, here's your overall total. Pretty close game. Very competitive battle all the way down to the end. A little bit of opportunity on both sides, but I think both teams are going to feel like they played a great game. So start out with flags. Flags, SLY, strong flag game. Not a lot of challenge, not a lot of damage. No pressure on the flags whatsoever. They ended up walking away with 1,050 to 600. That's a 450-point advantage. Next, let's go to the walls. Walls, 550 to 1,000. So at this point, you've got about a 900-point advantage for SLY. Is it even possible? Strawman, 190 to 0. That cuts it down to about a 700-point lead. Kangs, 355 to 344. VOX with a strong Kang game on the road. Even though they got less flags, they maximized their opportunities. Look, it's a 10-point difference, but they didn't lose anything with Kangs. MBS, SLY got the MBS. They got another couple hundred points. That kicks it back up in that 800-point range. But Siege and Occupy, VOX got both. SLY only got Occupy, so that's a 100-point advantage to VOX. Watchtower, 325, 225, another 300-point advantage. Now we're talking. VOX coming back. DZ, 200 to 150. There's another 150, but the timers. VOX struggled with the timers tonight. SLY missed 5, VOX missed 10. 50-point difference in timers. Overall, at that point, we had VOX 2670, SLY 3169. So a big lead for SLY, you think, 500 points. But we still got extras. We got PCP points to calculate. We go Team VOX, Gold Bar, Cannonball, Tire, Torch, 9, Ace. And they split the DZ 75-75. If they would have been able to keep football out, they would have gotten 125 to 25. That would have been a big difference. But that 75 gives them 275 in PCP. SLY, well, what can you say? They were slamming walls. 3 gold bars is 150 points. Not only did they get the wall lead, but they got the 150 bonus from the gold bars. White Flag, Feather, Cannonball, and PCP DZ, 350. But then we get to the extras. Couple Dark Bosses, Gold Watcher, Mythic Watcher, 6 Elmos, and pet score points. But we did have deductions with VOX. 30 points from the Scourge. Red Gideon, a 5-point deduction. But overall, this is always good when you're in a positive. Positive 94 in extras. SLY, on the other hand, they had a negative. They had Dark Boss. They had some Elmos, but they had a minus 25. They had a minus 28 and a minus 44 for a net minus 32. But after all the smoke clears, SLY getting it done at home, 34-87 to 30-39. About a 400-point lead. SLY was solid tonight at home. They had a good, very good tank strategy tonight. We have not seen this in a while, but SLY implemented the second half tank rage strategy, and that was big. As long as Craven stayed in there and was able to knock that down. Craven by himself did over 300 points in wall damage. So that was huge. And again, sometimes the strategy works, sometimes it doesn't. But he was camped out in the temple, and he was definitely getting it done. VOX, you guys played great on the road. Brand new match, brand new style. SLY, you guys look solid. We know SLY I mean, look, we know VOX is a great team because they got to the finals. We know SLY has the ability. Question is, can SLY stay consistent for the second half? They got a long way to go. We're still in the first half, but could this be a trend? New places, new faces, and we're going to see how next week pans out. We got 2 more games, and then we reset the schedules. We reset the lineups. We got brand new style of matches, and we'll see how the second half of the season goes in a couple of weeks too. So I will see you all Friday night for the attunement, Saturday night for the most epic box event you will ever see in the history of Play Dead Live, and then Monday night, you know who plays Monday night. We are right back at it, everybody. In case you forgot, it is Team Mirror traveling right back here to SLY. Red Wedding makeup game. And then we close out the first half with ARC traveling to VOX. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for all you do. Awesome, awesome job. Big shout out, Dr. Dye. You did a great job as captain tonight. It's a lot. It's a lot. You got to keep on practicing. But a great job tonight. And SLY, you guys were strong. You had a strong statement game. And looking forward to seeing all of you guys Friday night. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.